All right, all right. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? All right, we're just waiting for the phone call right now. If you will, if you will.
Es Global Talent. Usted tiene una llamada
This call
prepagada
is now
de
being recorded.
David Lopez.
un individuo encarcelado en de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5.
Cinco.
Gracias por utilizar Global Talent.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what's up, James?
What up, what up, what up, David? Welcome back to a brand new episode of You Have a Collect Call From. How you doing, David?
Yep. I'm doing all right. So, I'm in the day room right now, and I have to apologize to the entire world because I forgot, the guy that's in prison completely forgot that they turn off the video visits until 2:20, 2:25.
Mm. That's right, man. You know what? It totally slipped my mind. Also, as soon as we hung up, I was like, "Hold on, 1:30 sounds familiar. Something happens at 1:30 or 1:25." Oh, that's right. It's a shift change, right? That they do at the prison. So, kind of like our movement stops, and for whatever reason, they also turn out the video visits. Hey, what's up, my likes, Peachy?
Yeah. And you know what's funny is I didn't even realize it was before shift change.
Oh, you didn't realize it?
No. I did not realize that they did that for shift change until right this second. I'm like, why do they do that? Man, these fools. And, I was ready to just start going and saying some stuff. And accusations were made. Conspiracies were born.
Right, and let me see, we got some
But
comments,
no.
right? We got Queen Unhinged. She writes, "Hey, David," and I believe she had asked a question earlier on. My apologies, I don't recall what the question is, but if you don't mind dropping that question in the chat again, and I'll go ahead and read it off now. Sometimes when we get on these conversations, I don't like to interrupt, so it's not that I'm ignoring you guys. It's just I don't wanna mess up their train of thought, if you will.
No, that's cool. And so the difference of from earlier till now is now I'm out in the day room. So there's prison stuff happening all around me now. So it's a little different. I gotta kind of like look around, and I got Douglas right
Um,
here next to me.
that's right, Douglas. Hey, shout out to Douglas. Tell him I said, "What's up?"
Hey, he said, "What's up, Douglas?" Yep. So he's right here posted, and like, so if you wonder what happens in prison, so I guess it's the standard stuff you see on TV. Soaps are getting dropped. Bags of rice are being passed. Um, Miklo is being hung off the top tier. What else? Yeah, Douglas, he dropped the body wash. He was trying to clean all that up. Um, that was that was a giant mess all the way around.
Man. Hey,
Yeah,
so I
but
I got Queen's a question right here. She wants to know well she wrote they're always on alert, and then she also wrote, how much time does he have?
I have 40 years to life, Queen Unhinged. 40 years to life. That's 4-0. But before everybody freaks out and the world economy shuts down, I have an opportunity to go to board in 6 years. As things stand, I've been incarcerated for 15 total years. That's a giant 1-5, and I feel it, honestly. But look, prison. The problem with prison and what they're starting to realize is that you could only punish us so hard for so long, and then we're kind of used to it. we forget what not being punished feels like. So I don't really notice my incarceration anymore like I would have before. I just feel like I get up every morning and I cruise around. I've become institutionalized in a lot of ways, but I fight it because I know this isn't where I want to die. I don't want to spend the rest of my life in prison. I have a life sentence, yes, which means that if I continue to be a threat to society, I can I can spend the rest of my life in here. They have the green light to hold me forever.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go through that. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to continue on as I do. So I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to increase my equity, like what me and Nacho were talking about earlier. And when I have an opportunity to go in front of the board or a judge, I'm going to show them, hey, I take responsibility for the reason why I'm in prison. I took somebody's life. That's why I'm here. And I'm going to show them, though, that I've utilized my time to rehabilitate myself and to be a productive member of society. I'm not the same person that I was before. That's what it is. Yes, I will be affected by prison probably for the rest of my life because this is a traumatic experience for anybody that comes through here. I will probably take my boxers and my socks into the shower to wash them for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I wipe everything with toilet paper. I'll bring it when everybody brings their napkins to the table. I'll have my little roll of toilet paper right there with me. I will. I'll probably be hitting the kitchen floor with shampoo with VO5.
Prone out when you hear a siren?
Yeah, anytime the siren goes by, I'm gonna probably sit down on the curb or prone out.
That's
If I
right.
go into a public building, I'll probably have my hands behind my back.
Hey, and I'm gonna read off a
You know?
comment that my life peachy wrote on here. He wrote, "That's what they want to hear, is accountability and growth. I can hear his sincerity."
No, I appreciate that. And yeah, I am sincere about my change. It's genuine. No matter what happens, if I have to spend however many years in here, I'm not going to be the same person that I was before. I'm going to live every single day in here as if I was living out there. I'm not going to use drugs. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to get involved with gang activity. I'm going to help people when I can. I'm not going to intervene, just because I can, when stuff happens on the yard. Look, I have friends in prison. It's actually harder when you have friends in prison because I don't want to see something happen to them. I don't want to see them, like Douglas right here. Douglas is my boy. Douglas is kicking on back right here next to me. And if Douglas gets into a fight in front of me, like somebody walks up and assaults Douglas for no good reason, that's a hard thing to see. So I surround myself with people that I know aren't going to be in situations like that. The chances of somebody assaulting Douglas are going to be very slim. Because he's too adorable, as he says. Douglas is like adorable, like that bear kid. Adorable like that. Yeah, he's increasingly perverse as time goes by. He says and does stuff, there's just like, oh man, that was rough, but it's cute.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to be adorable in prison.
He says he doesn't know if he should be adorable in prison, and I've told him this.
It's a blessing and a curse.
He said it's a blessing and a curse. It is, he walks around and sometimes yeah.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
People whistle at him like a construction worker, but hey, he takes it in stride. No one moves like Douglas. Nah, but so look, we get close to each other in here. We're in a small environment for decades at a time. We all know each other, people, regardless of where you're at, we all know of each other. We know people that know people. It's an environment that we're gonna spend, like I said, decades around each other, years at a time. In this building right here, like we're all tight right here. We know who the troublemakers are. We see them for what they are, but they mind their business, do what they do. We do what we do. But nobody's here trying to interfere with people's livelihoods or lifestyles in here. If Douglas wants to walk around chewing bubble gum, wearing freaking flip flops at the bottom of his feet, all oily, hey, that's his business. That's not how he is though. Dougie's fresh. I don't know if I'm painting a horrible picture of Douglas out there. Like, man, hey, I don't know about this Douglas guy you're hanging around. He's all messy with body wash in the shower. He wears flip flops and he chews bubble gum and he's being whistled at by construction workers. Who are the construction workers?
First of all, yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute here. Construction workers? No, those are the other guys. But nah, Doug does what he does, man. Stays fresh. He's got that Suge Knight beard. He's got the keeps it all lined up. Goes to school, educates himself. That's what it is. I really don't know what he does. Like every once in a while, I don't know what he does. He looks important somehow.
Walks around with a folder.
Yeah, he walks around with a folder and a clipboard. He's always like involved with something, but like never is. Yeah, what do you do?
That's the behind the scenes guy. The guy you don't hear about.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta check with this Douglas guy. If that's your real name.
Hey, David, I got a question for you. And it's one of those questions. Is the million is the age old question? It's gonna be from One Love for All. Is the rumors actually true about the soap?
I don't know. Hey, Doug, do me a favor. Go drop the soap. I'm gonna be in there showering and see what happens. Again? Again? Hey, somebody's asking that. That's like the third time today, Dave. No. The thing is, look, I've never seen that. I've never seen it in prison. Now, look, there's two showers here that have multiple shower heads. They have two shower heads in them, one on the top, one on the bottom. There's times where we have to jump in and shower with another individual. They're pretty close. Me personally, I've accidentally dropped the soap in there, probably showering with Doug. And I mean, if he moved on me, like he's not packing a punch. That's all I'll say. 'Cause I didn't feel it. No, it's not. It's not true, man. Like, that's all I'll say.
Hey, Marlene's in here. She
But,
said
nah,
she wrote he didn't feel it.
Marlene laughs. You know how he didn't feel it. Yeah, I don't know what that says about Doug or me. Yeah. No, the fact of the matter is, I've never seen it. I haven't. That's not something that's common in here. You don't hear about like, oh man, Doug got he got in the shower. Sorry, I'm using Doug for everything. Oh man, Dave, man, dropped the soap. It was all bad, man. They jumped on him like freaking. I don't even know how they got all those things in there. you don't hear that. It's not common. It's like if somebody got like that in here, like everybody would be furious.
World star.
Yeah, like that's super frowned upon. Like you can't just take someone's shit in prison. Like it's not like. I mean, that's like a horrible thing to happen.
It's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation. Like, look, you do something like that. Like, if somebody like overpowered me in a shower over some soap, like I'm telling. I'm gonna fucking turn around, I'm gonna walk out, hold my shit, walk right down to the podium, freaking towel around me, and be like, this motherfucker just took my shit. Yeah, you're going to jail, and I'm gonna be up there pointing at Doug. You're going to jail, Doug. You fucked up. No.
Hey, Jacob. Somebody wrote Jacob. Jacob wrote. In Alabama prisons, they get taken it. They get taken all the time. Shit, man. Good thing we're not in Alabama.
Hey, I've heard that.
Yep.
No, I've heard that. I've heard it from down like the prisons down south. I've heard about like prisons in like Mexico and shit. Like they play that.
East Coast, brother.
East Coast, Florida. There was all kinds of stories coming out of Florida. Yeah, like, but I don't know. It's like back in the day in here, I heard that it was happening a lot. Hey, can you put that little?
Le queda un restante de 60 segundos.
Yeah.
What did you call it in Spanish?
What is it? What did I just say? Oh, no, Doug tuned in right now to hear what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And he's like, play some message in Spanish. You gotta get it together, man. Yeah. Look, what happened with the soap is in the past, Doug. No. So, yeah, let me give you a call back right now. I wanna
Okay, for sure.
explore this topic
For sure.
further. All right, later.
So somebody asked how come we're on the phone right now. So the kiosks are actually turned off right now. They turned them off for a little bit, and they should be on in about 14 minutes. So we're just waiting for the videos to turn on, the kiosk to turn on, and then we'll go ahead and continue. Marlene,
What's up, James?
hey, what up, Marlene? So right now we're waiting for David to call back. Right now,
Who's Doug?
Douglas. Douglas is one of their buddies they hang out with right there in the prison. He jumped on a video visit a few months back. I'm guessing you didn't catch that video visit,
No, I
but
didn't
yeah,
catch it.
no, he's only come on like once or twice briefly. And he's been there for quite some time also, like Jesse and David.
So he's never done an interview with you. He just did like a cameo in the background.
That's correct. Yeah. So we've never
Oh.
done a actual interview, but hopefully it's in the cards sometime soon where I'm able to bring on some new individuals, because it's been some time. I haven't brought anybody new on, but
No fresh meat.
no fresh meat. Yeah. I'm waiting for some of these individuals to come out, because we should be having at least I'm anticipating 3 or 4 releases this year. Hopefully in June, I'm anticipating 2 new people coming out, or 2 people coming out, and then some more at the end of the year. So I'm excited.
And what's up with Felipe?
Felipe, oh, I'm not sure if you heard, but he got denied. He got
Oh yeah. Gary told me. Gary messaged me and he told me about that.
Yeah, he got denied. He got a 5-year denial. So hopefully he's able to put in what do you call it, to get it advanced. Can you hear that phone ringing, Marlene?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool.
Call is now
Este
being
es Global
recorded.
Telling. Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
David Lopez.
un individuo encarcelado de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5.
5.
Gracias por utilizar Global Telling.
Hello,
You
David.
can move that little thing over if you have to. Yes, sir.
Hey,
What's that?
David. So I got Marlene on the line, but I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to hear her. So can both of you talk and let me know if you guys could hear each other?
I'm talking now, and I cannot.
He's really
hear
low. I
Marlene.
can't. He's really low.
Gary is not there.
Okay, yeah. So I think the way
Why
I got it wired up, I think it's not gonna allow it to come through. I'm gonna have to make some changes to the system really quick. If you could give me a call back,
Marlene,
if you could
I could drop.
no,
go ahead.
you're good, Marlene. I just gotta make some changes really quick to the phone that we're receiving the calls on, and then it should come on through.
Okay, so I'll call back right now.
Yeah, I'm up.
James?
Yeah, yep.
All right, cool. Later.
All right, cool.
David Lopez.
Un individuo encarcelado en de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga gracias por utilizar Global Tel Link.
Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yep,
All right.
I can hear you good.
Marlene, can you hear Marlene now? Can you hear him good now?
Yeah, I can hear him better.
All right. Can you hear her?
Marlene, what's up?
What's up, David?
That's cool.
I was
Hey,
just
how you doing?
asking about good, and you?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
What are you asking?
I can't tell you and David. I mean, you and Jesse apart.
Hey, some people say that.
You guys
We hang
sound.
around each other so much.
Yeah, yep. It's just like women when they hang around together, they start acting like each other and everything.
Yep, that's it. See, I've been hanging around Doug right now, so I gotta watch out because I don't want to start acting like Doug.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
haven't
want
met Doug yet.
coworkers whistling at me.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just asking
stupid.
about Felipe.
Hey, hold on. Let me
Felipe, he's right here roaming around.
let me make
Yeah.
sure that the audience, can you guys hear them good? Is it better, or should I raise it up a little bit? You guys tell me. Yeah, is good, or should I raise it? All right,
Well, I don't know.
they roll
You gotta
yes.
be more specific with the audience.
Okay,
All right.
raise up.
That
Okay,
still
I'm
doesn't
gonna
help.
raise up his volume a little bit. All right, I'm raising it up. Okay, they're saying
They
it's
have to do
perfect.
like the lifting hands emoji.
All right.
The whoop whoop emoji. No, and you know the funny part, okay, so the best way to tell the difference between me and Jesse is somehow he's a cholo or an ex-cholo that talks with an Oklahoma accent. That's
But you guys even look. You guys even look like each other.
funny. When we're on the video call.
Yeah, you guys look like each
That's
other and
funny.
sound like each other.
That's funny. Yeah, that's my boy right there. I mean, we have a lot of the same like personality traits, I guess. Me and Jesse.
So,
I guess
so
our
what do you guys?
mannerisms would probably be.
So what do you guys do today for Easter? Like, do you guys get like a different meal or no?
Hey, you know what? This is the first time I've even considered a different meal. Let me ask Douglas. Douglas knows all the answers to stuff like this.
We've never had. They don't make a big deal out of Easter like that.
Yeah, no, they don't really do nothing. They did church services this morning for the guys. We did
Mm-hmm.
our football tournament, but no, I don't
Okay.
see anything different.
That sucks. No special
Nothing.
visiting for like the families for the people that have kids.
Oh, they do something out there in the visiting, but
Oh,
they
that's
put like
nice.
they don't bring in like the Easter egg thing no more like they used to. But I think they set up stuff.
Oh, that's good,
But
I
yeah, I'm like
guess.
traumatized. I'm traumatized to go to visit. I haven't been to visit in like 2 months. And it's traumatizing. I don't know what's going on out there. I go to family visit in 2 weeks, so we've been kind of just
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
like, okay, so you know how hard Gary's been working to get out. Like Gary's been
Right,
doing everything. Like he's just a good guy. Like Gary's a
right,
really good guy. He is, and
right.
it's crazy that so my program is very similar to Gary's. Like we come out here, we help out when we can, we facilitate programs, but we just try to be just good people in general. And I got a 115 at visiting 2 months
Oh,
ago. They reduced it because I was holding my wife's hand above the table. I'm super compliant with rules, and when I was laughing, I like leaned over and I kissed her upper side of her arm, the upper part, like not even the low, nothing, but I just pecked it, like really like brief, and
wow.
I did it without thinking, and I got a
Yep.
115 for that. They said excessive contact at visit, and then they reduced it to a counseling chrono, and that like freaked me out because that was super like I didn't really think about it at the time, and
Right.
that scared me. Scared my wife.
It's
They canceled the visit, and so
oh,
man, I'm not even going
especially
out to visit right now. Honestly.
especially since you have family visit, you're able to do those things naturally. And like, how do you prevent yourself to not like be affectionate like that?
Exactly, and that's not even like overly. That's just like standard human contact. Like I've been married to my
Right,
wife for a long time. My wife and I, I was with her out there before I came in, and
right.
I don't. That's not something you really think about. Like I know, don't
No,
no touchy, like no stuff like that. Like that's obvious. But
it's
to
a
like
natural
just lean
reaction.
over and just give her give her a peck on the upper part of her shoulder and like the most,
Do you think
unlike I don't know.
that they
That was just crazy.
do you think they did that on purpose because they know that you're working so hard to try to come home?
You know what? I think he mistook me for somebody else. To be honest with you, because he had made comments that he had warned me in the past, and that guy's never
Hmm.
spoken to me before in my life. Like I've only said what's up to him on the way in, just like I'm respectful to everybody. But he was like telling people that he warned me the week before, and I wasn't even out there that week.
Oh,
And
that
I think
sucks.
honestly that, which is a compliment for anybody else he talked to. Looking like, man, whoever
Right.
he mistook me for, man, you think that guy is just a fashion
Well,
icon.
you just unlocked a new fear for me because now I'm gonna be worried for Gary when he goes to visit.
No, 100%. You never know, and you just can't be too comfortable in this place. No matter what, this is still a place where sometimes it's run by robots. Like these guys are straight, like they have no emotion when it
Compassion,
comes to enforcing policy or, yeah, no compassion. Like I played with this guy. I was like, dude, I've been clean for 7 years. Everything that I've had from 7 years back was all violence and just chaos, and you could tell that I'm on a path of recovery.
right?
And it's like really like you canceled my visit, you terminated the visit. My people are, it's an inconvenience for everybody. We accept the responsibility, we take responsibility, but you didn't have to try to take the back of my head off with a 12 gauge, dude. Like that was like a 5-year hit from board. That was all kinds of stuff.
Damn,
Tried to
that
suspend my
sucks.
visits. Yeah, I was like, dude,
Yeah.
that was insane
So now
for
you're
a
just
first
like
offense.
you're just sticking to the family visits because it's more safer, right?
Yeah, well, I'll probably after family visit, like I miss my wife. I want to see
Of
her.
course.
So after a family visit, I'm probably just gonna we're probably just gonna go and try it again. And just be careful. I have to be aware. Hey, don't show standard human emotion.
Right.
Whatever you
And
do, David, do not be affectionate.
can I ask you a question? Would your wife ever consider coming up on the box and letting us, the audience, ask her questions, how it is for her to be married to somebody that's incarcerated and like the feelings that go along with it?
I've asked her that before, and she's like, that's like a nightmare to her.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you guys, like you said, you knew your wife before you got incarcerated, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I did.
Yeah.
We were together. We were together before. I can tell you, it's not easy. It's not
Hmm.
easy for her. She she's she's like I said, she's a strong woman, and I'm not.
Right.
You know, I can make things difficult too. Like it's hard. There's a constant. I think we think about things too much,
Hmm.
so I have to constantly remove myself from being like, okay, well, David, the institutionalized lifer, is not David, the husband. It's different. Like I can't. I have to make sure that I don't get too caught up and consumed by um, prison mentality, and I can't bring that into my relationship. It's
Right.
very difficult because my wife will say something, and I'll be like, oh, right away. That's
Yeah.
like my alternate personality.
Right.
Hey,
And
David.
she's like,
And
nah.
she just, yeah, yeah.
It's
What's up?
it's 2:10 already. Are the kiosks on?
They're not on yet.
Oh, they're not on yet.
Two
Okay.
ten. They come on at 2:20. They come on. They come on at two. Did they come on 2:10?
I think it's
Oh, they
2:10.
are on.
Yeah,
Shit.
2:10. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Doug. Yeah, I'll go and I'll try to do the kiosk right now.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to get my glasses fixed, and I won't be able to read the screen because a little screen came off. But I'm gonna go in and log in.
Okay.
And do you want me to call on the 4475 number?
The video visit, yeah, do 4475. Yep.
All right. And then we'll stay on for a minute. Hey, Marlene, I don't know if is Marlene gonna be able to stay on the when we're talking on that?
I'm not sure, but we will find out.
Okay, cool. I'll be with you guys in a minute. All right, Marlene.
Okay.
Joey?
Okay. All right. Bye.
All right, let me make some changes right here. So we're gonna do the video visits right now. Hopefully, if I connected everything right, then it should work. We'll find out. It's just I got a lot of wires over here. I got a lot of things going on at once, and sometimes I get my wires crossed up. If that makes
I
any
would
sense.
I would really like I would love to like see if his wife would come on to ask her questions, you know?
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, yeah, because that would be a different aspect. Bringing a family member
Mhm.
on, a wife, and she could shed some light on her perspective of the things that she deals with.
Right.
Give me one moment, Marlene. I'm gonna step away. I gotta set up one of these other phones really quick.
Okay.
All right. I'm back. So right now we're just
Mm.
waiting. As soon as you guys see the screen change right here on your screen, then the video call is coming in. Sometimes I gotta reboot the phone because for whatever reason the videos don't come in. But we'll see. We'll see right now. They'll call me back to let me know, like, hey, I'm calling you. How come you're not picking up? But yeah, these GTO video visits sometimes they're not the greatest. But we gotta try to make it work with with the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation is offering us.
Does Jesse wear glasses too or just David?
They both wear glasses. Yeah.
Well, that's why I can't tell them apart because they both look the same.
Nah,
I was gonna say it's just like women when they hang around together, we end up getting the same menstrual cycle, like when we're around each other for a long time.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
it's like him and I can't David Jesse. It's like one name to me. Like that's their middle name. You know, like Jesse
Right,
David David Jesse. Like they're two. I don't know. I can't say it. Like they're both like the same person. They look the same. They sound the same. I can't tell them apart.
right. Yeah. Let me
They're
see. How
funny.
old are they now? I believe David is 44. Jesse should be right around that same age also. Okay, it's coming in. Hell yeah, it's working. All right, all right. Let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, I got $12 on the account right now, and hopefully I plugged everything in correctly. No. No. They I think they banned my account again. Shit. No bueno. No bueno. You know what? Let me get the other phone ready. I got another phone around here with a different account. Shit. I hate when they do that. When they ban my account, it be like that sometimes.
What do you mean they ban your account? What happened with
Yeah,
that?
so I don't know. There's been some cops, one of the COs that keeps on banning my account when I jump on these video visits for whatever reason. They don't like what I'm doing. So last time they
Oh,
they
okay.
banned my account for a month, for 30 days.
Jeez.
And what sucks is that they don't let me know what's the reason. What's the reason behind it? They just cut my video visits, and
Hmm.
then when the fellas try to call me back up, I'll get a notification that there's an error. So I just got that error right now. So it looks like they might have banned my account again, but I don't know if it's for 30, 60, or 90 days this time. Which kind of sucks because I don't do anything inappropriate when I'm on these video visits. Let me see here. Does it connect? Let's see. Let's try one more time. If it doesn't go through, then something's definitely wrong. Oh, it went through. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, David.
Yep, I hear you.
All right, can
What's
you hear?
cracking?
Okay. All right. Oh, damn, David don't got the glasses. He can't see nada.
I can't. I'm trying to have them fix my glasses right now so I can see. But I'm gonna see if I can.
Read the
Look, I
comments.
zoomed you in right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I zoomed you in right now.
Oh,
But
okay. Let me fix this screen up so everybody can see you here. Can you guys
I'm
see?
super blind.
Can you guys see David over here on the screen?
Yeah, Tom, we can see him squinting.
Hey, everybody can see you squinting
Oh,
right here.
I can't. I'm trying to get my damn glasses fixed right now. So I got this little.
I got this little thing on my glasses. It's like a little string that holds the lens on, and it popped off. And it's crazy because my glasses are pretty nice, but I don't know. I don't know what the hell. So I'm gonna try to open my eyes. Am I still squinting? I
Nah,
don't even
nah.
know what it is.
You look.
Man, that's just
Yeah,
rough.
you're not squinting no more.
Hey, I could just definitely I could definitely see like you. I could see a guy with a blue hat. Pretty sure it's a blue jay on there.
Yep, yep. I got the Blue Jay hat. Hey man, I was scared right now because when you did the call, like it wasn't going through. So I thought that they banned my account again.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly what I thought.
I was like, nah, we got hit
Yep,
again. I was like, oh man, it's all bad. I was like, it's all to the bad.
yep,
But do they only ban it
yep.
when David comes on, or with all the guys?
They've done it various different ways. They've done it only
Yep.
when David comes on. So it varies. It varies.
Oh, so maybe David, maybe they just out to get you.
Yeah, that would be crazy, huh? Hey, you never know. I try not to
That's some
think like
personal
that, you
beef.
know. And
Yeah,
look, the fact of the matter is, look, I do what I'm supposed to do in here. Um, there's a lot of people that do a lot of crazy stuff in here, so I have to be. Look, I have to understand that I'm in prison. So
right.
if they're gonna do, if they're gonna waste their time on me, hey, they can waste their time on me as much as they want. I'm still going to
Because
continue
you're
doing the things that I'm doing because I'm on the right track. And
right,
it's what it is. I'm not, I can't tell them, okay, well, what's your, you know, this is your job description and what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is,
right.
it's what it is. They want to
Your
give me a
conscience
hard
is
time.
clean
Hey,
because you know you're
yeah,
yeah.
I got the tools to work through issues like that, you know? So that's what it is. Why, what you
Yeah,
point now? What you see behind me?
So somebody Roddy put you gotta separate yourself from the bad. And then let me see, it's the technician or the chicken girl wrote, this is brilliant, never seen this before.
Yep. Yeah, I guess you guys out there are looking at the, you know, I'm the face of somebody that's serving life in prison. That's what it is. I'm here. I took somebody's life. I take responsibility for the, you know, for the things that put me here, and I have to just move forward to the future and get on with my life. You know, yeah, I feel bad. I feel terrible about the things that I've done in the past. You know, but I can't live in shame. I can't do it. It'll continue keeping me on that negative path, and I'm not going to do it. You know, I've forgiven myself. That was the hardest thing, though. Nacho mentioned earlier, I've forgiven myself for the things that I had done in the past. That's I can't undo those things. You know, and I just have to make sure that I'm in a place where I can deal with stuff. If I feel like I'm being targeted, if I feel like people are messing with me and all that, I can't worry about none of that stuff. You know,
right.
I have to
Especially
just
since your conscience is clear because you're all legit. So you're like, go ahead, watch me. I ain't doing nothing. You ain't gonna find nothing.
100%. Hey, you know what's crazy is the other day, Squad took a trip to our cell the other day.
Oh wow.
Yep, the black patches. Yeah, they stopped at our door, and that's something like when I seen them, my cellie was having problems with his tablet, so he had to 602 it. And Squad is the people like that. That's the prison investigators. They're the ones that deal with the tablets. You know, anytime something gets shut off or anything like that, an account gets disabled, it's IGI that comes and does that. So when I seen them stop by the door, I wasn't surprised that they were there because my cellie had to interact with him to get his tablet on. But I was surprised when they opened the door and they pulled us out. So they stop by. They usually when they come, they lock the door. It locks so you can't close it. So they go, they lock it open, and they told me to step out. They turned me around. They cuffed me up. They cuffed up Jesse. This was like 4 days ago, and they took us to the shower. And I just go with the flow because, like I said, my conscience is clear. The officer asked me, he's like, "Hey, do you have anything that I have to worry about on you when I check you?" I said, "No, I don't mess around." So he goes, "All right, well, if you don't mess around, then you got nothing to worry about." So I said, "Yeah, do what you do." So they left me uncuffed after they searched me. They told us to go downstairs. And afterwards, they were talking to Jesse, and they told Jesse that he's a part of the tattoo removal program. So I don't know if you guys know, but Jesse's getting all his tattoos off. He's got a lot of gang related tattoos. He's got some on the back of his head. And, you know, that's my celly. So they said that people, they have to randomly go through the list and they have to look at people. No, that's cool. I appreciate you guys. I am about to see you guys. Hold on.
Hora.
Hold on. They bent it all up. Hey, what the hell do they got around my glasses? I don't know if I want to wear my glasses like that. Hold on. Let me see.
All right, so I'm gonna
They got
minimize
some.
the comments here so you guys could see David and he could read the messages. Hopefully, if his glasses are working good.
They put some damn tie on my glasses, and I don't want to tie on my glasses.
Age.
What the hell are they doing? I told them just put the lens back in. I'm not wearing that shit on my freaking glasses. Hey, sorry. So anyway, I gotta take this thing off. So there's like a little thing that came off right here
Oh,
on my
okay.
glasses.
Yeah, I see that.
It popped out, and I can't see it to put it back in. So I had these dudes wrap like some tie around here. I'm not wearing that. I'd rather walk around blind. So anyway, hey Robert, do me a favor. I don't know what they were thinking by putting this damn tie on here. Can you do me a favor and pop that off? I can't see it. All right, so I got Robert right here. Anyway, he'll help me out. So anyway, um, they told us that they went through the list because people were getting the tattoo removal. They were getting the program, and then they were turning around and getting fresh tattoos on them. And the prison is wasting a gang. Yeah, that's what they're doing. And then the prison is wasting all kinds of money. Yeah, I want that string off of there. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. So anyway, that's super ghetto. Anyway, so they wanted to verify Jesse's tattoos to make sure that he didn't put any new tattoos on. And then they went in our cell just to look around to make sure that there wasn't any gang graffiti or anything like that from his old gang. And they said that they went through the list and that they know Jesse really well. I want that whole thing off. I don't know what. Yeah, they went through the list and they recognized Jesse's name and they're like, well, we ain't seen this name in a while. Let's go see what he's up to. I don't want to take that up because I don't know how. Yeah, and so that's what that was. But I mean, I'm thinking about just. Yeah, I don't know. This is a drag with the glasses, but yeah, sorry guys. Anyway, so I had to go with the flow. You know, it had nothing to do with me. I could have been like, well, why is squad in here? Why? But at the end of the day, I'm in prison, so I don't make those decisions. People make those decisions. People make those decisions in for me. Nothing. This is their property. I don't fight for sales. I don't fight for top bunk, bottom bunk. I don't do none of that stuff. Um, if somebody tries to like get off on me and do all that other shit, like I have a responsibility to try to protect myself, but I also don't have to engage in any of those things. You know, simple as that. But I'll try to, if you want, I'm gonna try to zoom in,
Yeah.
James.
Okay.
So I got a zoom feature on the tablet,
Okay.
and I could try to see what I could try to read some of them comments, but it looks. The thing is it's kind of blurry, you know. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can see it a little bit right there. I won't be able to see none of the placazos though, but
Yeah. I could try to make it a little bit bigger though, so you could maybe possibly see it better, if that'll
yeah,
help.
something about there was like gang related tattoos and stuff like that. I see some of the stuff right there, but
Yeah.
it's cool. But yeah, that sucks. Um, I got this damn lens.
Hey, you're gonna have to go
Let's see
one eye
how far.
Willie. You're gonna have to go one eye Willie, David. You have to be like a
Man,
like a pirate, like
hell
R.
no. Hey
Just
Felipe,
like with
can
the single
you do me a
lens, they
favor?
put in one eye and
Yeah.
they squint.
Yeah,
He was like
I'll just keep
cheerio.
one of them
Like
close to shit.
Popeye.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Can
I'm
you pop
blind
this
too,
thing in the
so
bottom right here? Pop it in right here on just the bottom. You don't have to do it the right way and put this on and just throw the lens in there because I can't see that.
James, what is that
I
thing
can't see
called when they
anything.
have that one lens? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's I don't know the name. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
The little,
The little
is it like
monopoly
a
thing.
like a monocle or something like
yeah.
that? It's some
There you
What kind
go.
of hat you got on?
Blue Jays homeboy.
Mac. Oh, get that Toronto shit out your man. Come on, what's wrong with you, James?
Gotta
Come on,
represent.
man.
You know what I say? I get a lot of love. Ah, they cut it. They
Oh
cut it.
man.
They cut it.
Was it time up or they cut it?
No, no, cause we were only on for 10 minutes. Yeah, they cut it. Yeah, they were watching it. Cause I think cause Felipe came over, they ended up cutting it off.
Oh, freaking Felipe. But they would let but before in the past they would let the guys do little remember like Gary and them would share the little earphones? Remember Gary was sharing
Yeah,
earphones with
no,
that one
yeah,
guy?
yeah. Now that but whoever's watching them now for whatever reason, whenever stuff like that happens, they'll cut it. They're
It
really quick with it.
is it just with David or with all of them?
It's happening with everybody. It happened with Silas. It happened with Felipe. It happened with Jesse. So it's been happening. It's been happening with all of them.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you is, did Felipe ever do a follow-up interview with you or live talking about his denial?
Nah, we haven't linked up ever since then.
Hmm.
But yeah, why they cut it? Man, that's the $1 million question. We've been trying to figure that out. Yeah, I haven't reached out to the prison to make it an issue because I'm not trying to cause anybody any headaches. I don't want
Right,
anybody to become a target. And
right,
then also, at the end of the day, what they could say is, well, it's only one kiosk per individual. So, I
right,
mean, pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna lose anyways. They're gonna say whatever they're gonna say,
right.
and it is, and I'm gonna kick up dust for what? To cause somebody some issues that's trying to come home. It's not worth it. Let me see. You like you're like it's AI thing. That's right, HD. Let me see. How are you guys? By the way, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hopefully, you guys are spending it with your loved ones.
Easter,
Or
Easter,
or
James,
Easter,
not
Easter.
Thanksgiving.
Sorry about that. Hola, mama. My daughter just walked in right now. Hopefully, she doesn't drop anything. All right, let's see if it connects. We'll see. Hey, David.
Yeah.
I think
What
they
happened?
cut it. They cut it because Felipe showed up. I don't think they want two people per kiosk. I think that's the issue.
Well,
Hopefully, I'm hoping that's what it is.
because you showed up on
Yeah,
the thing. What? Cut it.
I
because the
There's
think.
two
Capricorn
people. Cause
energy is too strong.
last time Jesse got on here, they cut it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not doing it. They just been doing it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Hey,
Yeah, they won't. They
It's what
won't.
it is.
tell him his Capricorn energy is
They're
too
on
big.
the camera.
He
Too
said your
strong.
Capricorn energy is too big. That's
Hey,
what they
look,
said.
man, I'm not even on the camera, James. Don't blame me.
Hey, Felipe always
Don't.
catching the blame.
Hey, tell Felipe I said
Yep.
hi.
I said happy Easter.
Yep. Marlene said hi.
Oh, is she right there? Tell us
Yeah.
hello.
Said
Tell us happy Easter.
happy Easter.
Happy
You can hear
Easter.
you.
Yeah.
Tell him we're waiting for
Yeah,
him to
that's
come
shit.
on the live.
Hey, did he tell you the fucking move he did today in football? It's a big highlight.
Oh yeah, I did the highlight. I did a highlight move out there.
Oh man, he had a fucking dude eating dirt.
Ah, yeah, there it is.
Oh, just because they hear him, they
I,
cut it.
no, I'm telling you, I don't know. It's just this cop. It's just he just beyond one. He beyond one.
Oh man, you just hearing him.
Yeah, yeah. No, well, you know what? Even like Felipe said, even when they're by themselves, they'll still cut it. So
What?
yeah, yeah.
They're just picking on him. Is he a new CEO there or no?
They don't know who it is. They don't know because so the way it works, anybody in that prison could log on to the video visits. So from what I've been told is a lot of these cops they'll jump on and the like. So for you ladies that jump on these video visits, these cops are over there. They're over there being maniacos. Like whenever
Mm-hmm.
you're like shaking your thanks if you will for your
Yeah,
dude. There's a cop right there watching. He's getting like his own private peep show, his own personalized TikTok, if you will.
and
So
taking pictures with his personal cell phone too,
yeah,
saving it for
yup.
later.
Hey, they tell me that the cop he'll blow it up. He'll blow it up on the screen so he could see all them things all over the screen.
But you
So
see how they allow that, but they don't allow simple conversation like that.
yeah,
Like it takes me like forever for them to approve a video. Like I sent Gary a video because my son went to go see Messi play soccer.
yeah.
They took days to approve it,
Damn.
but they be approving all the sexual ones, you know?
Right? Hold on. Let me pick up this call.
Llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, gracias por utilizar Global Tel Link.
Hello,
Hey,
David.
they keep cutting us off. Yeah, they keep cutting us off, man.
Yeah, nah, it's all good.
Yep.
It's all good. I mean, it was. You mean I expected that this was gonna be happening just because it's been happening in the past. But yeah, like I was telling Marlene, it doesn't like even when I done video visits with Felipe by himself or Silas, they've been cutting them off. So whoever keeps on cutting that off, apparently, I mean, they don't like it. Either they don't like me, they don't like you, or they don't like both of us, or they don't like what we're doing for whatever reason. So I mean,
They don't like what we're doing.
yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, all right, well, at the end of the day, right, what are we doing?
Hmm.
We push a pro-social message. We don't endanger institutional security in any way, shape, or form. So we have free speech, but at the end of the day, they got no problem freaking with the Menendez brothers going on there on TMZ and doing those things,
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. But it's like, man, you put some freaking deranged serial killer on there, some crazy dudes like that,
Yeah.
oh yeah, all of a sudden it's all good, but you want to talk and push a pro-social message.
Yeah.
There's people that will never accept that though. They'll never accept that change. There's always going to be something. Did it work? Yeah, but it worked. But I'm not going to walk around wearing that thing like that. But especially that's Douglas. Douglas put his heart into that, wrapping it up. But the fact of the matter is I didn't want to look insane when I was on there talking to the world.
And you might have gone viral.
Well, it's too late for that. I would have gone viral, huh? But like, man, look at this fool.
You would have became a meme.
You guys saw me. Yeah, you guys saw me squinting on there. That was bad enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's what it
So,
is. But
so David, now we're going to change your name.
Go ahead.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
You know how we have Felipe the Capricorn?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we're going to name you David Squints.
David Squints.
David Squints. Hey,
David Squints, Isaac Lopez.
I wanted to talk more about. Yeah, that's me. Hey, so I wanted to talk more about all right, so with my wife, right? She's more like an introvert.
Right.
She's really private, and she doesn't like to she's been clean for a long time. She's been in recovery for a long time. And but she doesn't she feels weird about it, talking to
right.
outside people,
Like we're strangers, It was just I was talking to James that it would be nice to hear a prison wife's perspective of how it is for them, emotionally having to I waited for my husband, but it was YA time, We were teenagers. I don't know how it would feel like to be married at my grown age with children waiting for a man in jail. Like my husband was 17, he got out when he was 21. I was 18 when he went in, and it's different because you're young, you're not married, you don't have children, you know what I mean? I don't know how it would be like for a woman in our age waiting for a man in prison. Now you have a job, you got bills, you got kids, all that responsibility. It would be like a new perspective to hear her point of view of how it is for her, because I can't imagine how these women do it. I know it's hard.
Yep, and I think the biggest thing for her is now that she is older, because my wife was in her 40s, right? And so the problem is that she has her life on hold for me.
Right.
There's not. Yeah, she has to we can't buy a house together right now. We can't. She wants to do those things with me. She could do it. She could take on the responsibility, but the fact of the matter is she can't. She doesn't want to do it by herself. She wants to do it with her husband. And I think that's the most those are some of the most difficult things that that she has to do is a matter of my incarceration. I told her, well, just go do it. Don't put your life on hold for me. Do what you got to do, And she's just like,
right.
It's not the same,
And David, how old are you?
And put our finances together. I'm 43.
43. Okay.
Yep.
And your
44 years
wife's the
old.
same. Is she
Yep. I'm gonna
older
be
or younger than you?
my my wife is like almost 4 years older than me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because we're like in
Yep.
our
And
midlife. Like, I wonder, because I see like a lot of prison wives on here, but they're young.
yep.
They're very young. So, like, it would be interesting to hear
Yeah.
somebody our age.
Yeah. It's no. Yeah. It's crazy. And especially like, we were dating out there on the streets. So my wife and I we started dating back in 2008 probably. I've known her since 2004 maybe 2003, and we started dating around 2008. And she's not. My wife has never been from. She's never been like around like prisoners or people that were incarcerated. She wasn't from my lifestyle. She was
Right.
completely separate from that. And so it's kind of hard. I insulated her from a lot of the stuff that I was involved in out there, and
Mm-hmm.
so she didn't really understand the level of it. She like heard little rumors and little whispers and stuff like that. But I was involved with some serious stuff,
Right. And
out there in the streets. But I looked at it like the movies though. You know how the movies are. There's like you see like the mobster and then like the wife just like just at home taking care of the family, and they're just like,
yeah, like a good
what?
girl.
you know, it, huh?
Yeah. So she didn't even know what she was
you know,
really walking into with being with you.
no, not no.
Mm.
She didn't understand. I lived two lives. You know,
Right.
I lived two lives. I lived a life where I was just working and I was like doing what I was supposed to be doing, but then I also was involved in high levels of crime.
So, like, when you got
So I
incarcerated,
was around like a
were you guys
yeah.
dating when you got incarcerated? Or was it you guys found each other again later in
No,
life?
no. Well, we had broken up out there because my wife, like we were using together, but she didn't want to continue on that. My wife, she was trying to get clean. Well, she was gonna
Hmm.
get clean. She didn't really try. She was like, I'm done. I'm not doing this. And
Right.
she tried to get me to do it with her, and I wasn't gonna do it. I was like, I got my own stuff going on, and all right, that's what it is. So I ended up I ended up moving on. She ended up moving on, and after I was incarcerated for about 5 years, we reconnected.
How did you guys find each other
Yep.
again? Like,
And
did you always have her contact when you got incarcerated, or?
no, I was doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing, so I found her.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yep, I tracked her down. Yeah. Well, I just seen her name pop up. I seen her name pop up, and I was like, well, I wonder what she's doing. So I messaged her.
Right.
And then I just said hi and stuff, and then we reconnected and stuff. We started talking, and a lot of stuff came out. And cause I remember I ended up all over the news with some other girl, and
Mm.
she was furious about that. She was like, man, 'cause my case is all over the internet. So she seen all that when I first got arrested. They broadcast it on the local news channels. So that was extremely problematic for her. She was like, man, he's doing this, doing that. He's with some other girl, and she was pissed. But yeah, we just move forward.
Well, at
We
least
did.
she was willing to take this journey with you. Do you know what I mean? Like, wait for you.
No, it's crazy. Yeah, and yeah, she's got a lot of strength. And like I said, I think the biggest thing, as far as anybody that's in a relationship with someone that's incarcerated, I think the biggest thing is just understanding that our worlds are different. Your guys' world out there is different than this world is here. I look at things. I look at things a lot different than maybe you guys do, and that just comes from trauma, PTSD, a lot of betrayal, a lot of stuff that goes on. So when I see certain things, or it's most of the time we're just tripping. So we might come off the
Right.
wall and say something like, hey, what the hell. But me, I don't get paranoid that my wife is like stepping out and stuff like that. Like I don't think like that.
Right.
But I think just the contact is what's difficult because we can't always stay in touch. Like I have to understand, hey, my wife, she has a life out there too. She got to work and take care of the kids and do stuff, you know. And me, I'm
Right.
I'm in here. Yeah, I'm in
You
here
got
doing
more
what
free
I do,
time
you
than
know.
her.
Yeah, that's all.
That was going to be my
I got
next
more free
question.
time than
Like,
her, you know.
how is it for you guys in there knowing that you have a wife out here who is like living like how can I say this without sounding like disrespectful, but like she's out here living a real life, a free life. Like how is it for you in there knowing that? Like I know you have to have trust and you have to be mentally strong and not think like, oh, she's out there stepping out, but how is it really for you?
Well, it's difficult, you know. Like, but I mean, I like it. I support her. Like, I don't mind that. I don't mind that she's independent or anything. You know, I don't.
Right,
I don't mind that. I think it's great because at least she stays. You know, she stays focused on stuff and she's not just worried about what I got going on. You know, but
right,
I like it's hard. Like, and plus, like, I have to look at things from her perspective. Like, her husband is could spend the rest of his life in prison. I could be hurting here. It's very, you know, it's difficult. It's a difficult thing to lay down at night and know that, okay, well, you're not with your significant other. You know, our bed is not shared. You know, like I go to sleep in here, she goes to sleep out there. When we have family visit, it feels, I guess that helps a little bit because we get to cohabitate together. We get
right.
to
And
stay
build
in,
the
you know,
bond.
we're around, yeah, we're around each other and we get to like see how we move and stuff like that. But then it's back to my life and it's back to her life. So yeah, it's a little difficult. It's
Do
rough.
you think if you didn't have family visits, it would be harder to maintain a relationship in prison?
Well, for sure, definitely. You know, it's definitely harder. We went we went a long time without family visits. Remember, we didn't when I first got my time. We didn't have family visits for lifers. Yeah, they were gone. So they barely
Yeah.
gave back family visits, and in 2018, I be
Hmm.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
I got my family visits. I became eligible for family visiting as soon as I got off close custody, which was in 2020. And then you know what happened in 2020? COVID.
Hmm. Right. Shut
Yeah.
down.
So once COVID happened, they shut down everything, shut down all visits. So really, I didn't get family visits. I've been down since 2010. So my wife and I, we were together for what 5 years already or something like that, without family visiting. So we made it
The
happen.
the reason I ask
You
is
know.
because like the family visits can bring you guys closer, the reassurance and build the bond, but also is it like bittersweet because you go back to your Sal, she goes back to her life out here as a free person, and do you just think like, man, like it's kind of like the saying like you don't know what you're missing if you never had it, but now you know what it's like to like cohabitate with her, to be with her, next to her, sleep with her, and feel her next to you, and you go back to your Sal, she goes back home and you're just like thinking about it so much of how you can't have a life out there together.
It's a freaking nightmare.
Right. I think that would kill me too.
For sure. Yeah, I come back like shell shocked.
Right. Like a
You
reality
know,
check.
it's yeah, hell yeah. Like I'll be out there and I'll be out there and I'll be in the restroom and like okay, so I remember thinking about it. Okay, I got out of the shower, right? The family visit. I got out of the shower and
Mhm.
it was just me in the bathroom and I just like, but I was just looking at everything in there. I was looking at the bathtub. I stepped out of the bathtub and I pulled the shower curtain.
Le queda un restante de 60 segundos.
Hey,
I
David.
went to the sink and yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, but speaking of wives, I actually have to head on out. We're gonna have to continue
All right.
this stream maybe either later tonight or next week. And I definitely gotta bring Marlene back because man, hey Marlene, you're bringing a woman's perspective, and I highly appreciate that. Unfortunately, we do have plans at 3 o'clock.
Yep. No, it's cool.
My wife's about to kick down the door,
Yep.
and she might be leaving me here, so she'll be like, "Hey, you want to be on these prison phone calls? Well, spend them here in your office. I'm out." And I
That's
definitely
right.
don't want that. But hey, I do
Yep.
appreciate you
No.
guys tuning
Hey.
in.
No.
All right. Bye,
Thank you
David.
guys, everybody that tuned in, and we will continue this. We'll continue this next week. Bye, Marlene. Thank you for calling. Right? I'll talk to you
For
guys
sure.
later. Thank you guys.
Okay. All right. Bye, James.
Hey, bye. All right. Hey, like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, we're out. My apologies for the abrupt cut off, but I gotta go because no, man, I really, go hang out with your prison friends. Why don't you go to prison? Oh no, I'm straight on that. But with that, I'm out, guy, man. I'll be talking to you guys shortly. All right. Let me see.